All right, so today we're diving deep into Autobiography of Yogi.
Yeah.
This book has been captivating readers for decades.
Oh, for sure.
With its incredible tales of spiritual masters and mystical experiences.
You know it.
But today, you and I are going to take a deep dive into Chapter 3, The Saint with Two Bodies.
Very cool.
Get ready for a story that sounds like pure fantasy, but comes straight from the author's own life.
It's wild.
And what I find so interesting about this chapter is that it's written as a personal account.
Yeah.
Which really adds a layer of authenticity to these unbelievable events.
Yeah, it really draws you in.
It does.
The chapter starts in Bareilly, India.
Okay.
We meet the author as a 12-year-old boy.
12 years old.
Eager for adventure.
Oh, yeah?
And his father, a railroad official, decides to indulge his wanderlust and sends him on a trip to Benares.
Okay.
That's Varanasi today.
Gotcha.
With a specific task to deliver a letter to a Mr. Kedar Nath Babu.
And it's at this point that we're introduced to Swami Pranabananda. He's described as this serene figure sitting in lotus posture.
Yes.
Radiating peace.
Very peaceful.
The boy arrives at the Swami's residence letter in hand, ready to complete his mission. But right away, things get a little strange.
How so?
Well, the Swami immediately knows who the boy is and all about the letter.
What?
Even before it's presented.
It's like he's tapped into some kind of higher knowledge.
Okay, that already has me hooked.
Yeah.
But then the Swami casually mentions that he receives 2 pensions.
2 pensions.
Yeah, what do you make of that?
So one pension is from the Earthly Railroad Company,
Right.
which was arranged by the boy's father. But the other one, the Swami puts it, is from the Heavenly Father. He calls it a pension of fathomless peace.
Fathomless peace.
A reward for years of deep meditation.
I love that phrasing.
Yeah?
It makes you wonder, do we all have access to that kind of peace?
That's a great question.
Could it be like a wellspring within us that we just haven't tapped into yet?
That's a beautiful way to think about it.
So maybe that's something for our listener to ponder.
Definitely.
Have you ever experienced moments of deep stillness and joy, even amidst the chaos of life?
Yeah.
Could those be glimpses of this fathomless peace that the Swami describes?
It brings us back to the boy in the story.
Okay.
Eager to complete his task, he asks the Swami how to find Mr. Babu.
Okay.
And the Swami simply assures him that the man will arrive shortly, then falls into deep silence.
So no phone calls, no messages.
Yep.
Just a calm assurance.
That's it.
I'd be a little skeptical, wouldn't you?
Oh, I think a healthy dose of skepticism is warranted there.
But about 30 minutes later, just as the Swami predicted,
Yeah.
Mr. Babu appears seemingly out of thin air.
Wow.
Now that's what I call a plot twist.
For sure.
The boy is understandably shocked.
Yeah.
And Mr. Babu recounts his own bewildering experience.
Okay.
He explains that he had just finished bathing in the Ganges River when Swami Pranabananda approached him completely out of the blue.
And what's even wilder is that, according to Mr. Babu, the Swami told him about the boy waiting at his residence.
What?
And then right before his eyes, the Swami vanished.
He vanished.
Yet somehow he managed to arrive at the residence first.
Hold on, he vanished.
Yeah.
Like, poof, gone.
Poof, gone.
Okay, now I'm starting to wonder if there's some sort of trickery going on here.
Yeah.
How does the Swami explain this?
Swami Pranabananda calmly explains that advanced yogis can transcend the limitations of the physical world, even manifesting multiple bodies.
Multiple bodies.
Yeah.
Now that's a mind bender.
It is.
Is there any sort of explanation for how this could be possible?
He doesn't go into the how, but he does emphasize the deeper unity underlying reality that yogis perceive.
Okay.
And it's here that we can touch on some basic yogic principles,
Right.
like the concept of prana, the life force that flows through all beings, or kundalini, the latent energies said to reside at the base of the spine.
So are you saying these concepts could be related to the manifestation of multiple bodies?
It's certainly an intriguing possibility.
So it's like we're dipping our toes into a vast ocean of knowledge, just beginning to grasp the immensity of what might be possible.
It really is.
I think this is a great place to pause and let our listener absorb all of this.
Yeah, take a moment to consider.
Do you think it's possible for someone to be in 2 places at once?
What would that even look like?
We'll be back in a flash to unravel more of this captivating story. Don't go anywhere. We're back, and I'm still reeling from that whole multiple bodies concept.
Yeah.
It really makes you question what's truly possible, you know?
It certainly challenges our everyday perception of reality, but that's
Yeah.
part of what makes Autobiography of a Yogi so compelling. It encourages us to consider that there might be more to the world than what we can see and touch.
It's like we're glimpsing this hidden dimension, a reality that operates by different rules.
Right.
And I'm curious, what do you think the Swami meant when he said he received a second pension from the Heavenly Father?
Yeah.
We talked about that fathomless peace, but there's got to be more to it.
You're right. It's not just about relaxation or stress relief.
Yeah.
I think it points to a deeper connection with a source of infinite joy and wisdom. It's about aligning ourselves with something far greater than our individual egos.
So it's not something you earn in the traditional sense,
Right.
but something you access through spiritual practice,
Yeah.
through cultivating that interconnection.
Precisely. And that brings us to the guru-disciple relationship,
Okay.
which is a central theme throughout the book. Swami Pranabananda shares his own struggles to reach that ultimate state of spiritual union, even after years of intense meditation.
So he couldn't quite break through that final barrier
Right.
until he surrendered to the guidance of his guru, Lahiri Mahasaya.
And that surrender is key. It's not about blind faith, but about recognizing a higher wisdom that we can tap into through a true guru.
So for those unfamiliar with the term,
Yeah.
could you explain what a guru is in this context?
Sure. In the yogic tradition, a guru is more than just a teacher. They're a spiritual guide, a mentor who has already traversed the path and can help their disciples navigate the challenges and awaken their latent potential.
So it's a relationship built on trust and deep respect, where the disciple is willing to learn.
Exactly.
And the guru is dedicated to guiding them towards enlightenment.
Exactly. And in Pranabananda's case, it was through Lahiri Mahasaya's grace,
Okay.
his intervention, that he finally achieved his goal.
It wasn't about elaborate rituals or complex techniques,
Yeah.
but a simple transmission of energy,
Right.
a shift in consciousness.
Yes.
There's that story where Lahiri Mahasaya simply tells him,
Yes.
"You may go now and meditate. I've interceded for you with Brahma."
Yeah.
And that very night, Pranabananda experienced that ultimate union he'd been seeking for so long.
Incredible.
It is incredible.
It's a testament to the subtle yet powerful connection that can exist
Yeah,
between a guru and disciple.
it really is.
And that connection extends beyond the physical realm. Remember how Pranabananda later sought his guru's guidance when he wanted to leave his job
Right,
and dedicate himself fully to spiritual pursuits?
right. Instead of giving him specific instructions, Lahiri Mahasaya simply advised him to apply for a pension,
Right.
knowing that the divine would orchestrate the events in his favor.
And remarkably, everything fell into place.
It did.
The doctor, the railroad officials, even the boy's own father,
Wow.
all played their part in granting Pranabananda his pension.
Like an invisible hand was guiding everything.
It's like an invisible hand was guiding everything.
And here's the mind-blowing part.
Yeah.
The boy's father, completely unaware of the deeper significance, becomes an instrument in this divine plan.
That is wise.
It's a beautiful illustration of how seemingly unrelated events can be woven together
Yes.
into a grand tapestry.
And that interconnectedness is a recurring theme throughout Autobiography of a Yogi.
It is.
It suggests that we might all be part of something much larger than ourselves, a cosmic dance where every step has meaning.
It's a bit humbling, isn't it?
Yeah.
To think that even our smallest actions can ripple out and affect the lives of others in ways we may never fully comprehend.
Absolutely. And that's a powerful reminder
Yeah.
to approach life with intention and awareness, recognizing the interconnectedness of all things.
This is fascinating stuff, but I'm curious, how does this relate to the listener?
Right.
I mean, not everyone has a guru or experiences these extraordinary events.
That's a great question. While not everyone may have a formal guru-disciple relationship,
Okay.
we can all cultivate that interconnection with our higher selves, with that source of wisdom and guidance within us. It's about listening to that inner voice, that intuition that often whispers truths
Yeah.
we might otherwise ignore.
So it's about cultivating that inner guru, that sense of knowing that can guide us on our own unique paths.
Precisely. And that brings us back to the boy in the story.
Okay.
He witnessed these incredible events, but he wasn't instantly convinced or ready to become Pranabananda's disciple.
Yeah,
I think that's a relatable experience.
it is.
Even when presented with evidence that challenges our worldview, it takes time to integrate and make sense of it all.
It's not always a sudden awakening, but a gradual unfolding, a process of questioning, exploring, and ultimately finding our own truth.
And that journey of self-discovery is what Autobiography of a Yogi invites us to embark on.
It's about opening ourselves to possibilities beyond our current understanding.
Yeah.
And recognizing the potential that lies dormant within each of us.
I think this is another great point to pause and reflect.
What resonates with you most about this concept of inner guidance?
Have you ever experienced a moment where you felt a strong sense of knowing
Yeah.
or intuition that led you in the right direction?
Okay, we're back.
Yeah.
And as we've been discussing this chapter,
Yeah.
I've been struck by how it seamlessly blends these extraordinary events with profound teachings about the nature of reality and the power of the guru-disciple relationship.
It's not just about showcasing these mystical abilities, but about revealing a deeper understanding of consciousness and the potential that lies within each of us.
And one of the key takeaways for me is the idea that limitations might be self-imposed.
Yeah.
Remember how Swami Pranabananda struggled for years to reach that ultimate state of spiritual union?
Oh, yeah.
It was only through the grace of his guru, Lahiri Mahasaya, that he finally broke through.
This highlights the transformative power of the guru-disciple relationship.
Exactly.
The guru isn't just imparting knowledge, but acting as a catalyst, awakening the dormant potential within the disciple.
It's like they're tuning into a higher frequency,
Yeah.
a level of consciousness that allows for these extraordinary abilities to manifest.
Right, and it's not always about complex techniques or rituals.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a simple transmission of energy, a shift in perspective that can change everything.
Like, think about that moment when Lahiri Mahasaya simply tells him,
Yeah.
"You must go now and meditate. I have interceded for you with Brahma."
And that very night, Pranabananda achieved what he had been seeking for so long.
It's like those words carried a power and energetic charge that unlocks something within him.
Yeah, and that connection extends beyond the physical realm.
It does.
Remember how Pranabananda later sought his guru's guidance when he wanted to leave his job and dedicate himself fully to spiritual pursuits?
Right. Instead of laying out a detailed plan, Lahiri Mahasaya simply advised him to apply for a pension, trusting that the divine would orchestrate the events in his favor.
And the way everything unfolded is remarkable.
It is.
The doctor, the railroad officials, even the young boy's father all played their part in granting Pranabananda his pension.
It's like they were all part of a cosmic play, each playing their role perfectly, even without conscious awareness of the bigger picture.
And that brings us back to that sense of interconnectedness we've been talking about.
Yeah.
It suggests that we might all be part of a grand tapestry, a cosmic dance, where even our smallest actions can have ripple effects we may never fully comprehend.
That's a profound thought, isn't it?
It is.
It makes you wonder about the unseen forces that might be at play in our own lives, guiding us towards our destinies.
And it reminds us to approach life with a sense of wonder and reverence, recognizing the mystery and magic that might be unfolding all around us.
But let's bring this back to our listener. What can we take away from this story, even if we haven't had these kinds of mystical experiences ourselves?
I think it encourages us to explore our own potential to challenge those self-imposed limitations that might be holding us back from experiencing the fullness of life.
It's about cultivating that inner connection, that intuition that can guide us on our unique paths. And while not everyone may have a formal guru in their lives,
Right.
we can all seek out mentors, teachers, or even books and teachings that resonate with us and help us grow.
It's about embracing the journey of self-discovery, trusting that there's a higher wisdom, a divine plan that's unfolding even amidst the chaos and uncertainty of life.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into the saint with two bodies, I want to leave our listener with a question to ponder. If limitations are truly self-imposed, what seemingly impossible things might you be capable of achieving if you dare to break free from those constraints?
What dreams or aspirations have you been putting on hold because you thought they were out of reach?
Maybe this story serves as a reminder that we're all capable of far more than we can imagine. And if The Saint with Two Bodies has sparked your curiosity, I highly encourage you to dive into Autobiography of a Yogi. It's a book that will challenge your assumptions, expand your consciousness, and leave you with a sense of wonder and possibility.
Yeah, for sure.
Because the truth is, the journey of self-discovery is an ongoing adventure. And the more we open ourselves to the unknown, the more we realize that the only limits are the ones we set for ourselves.
Thank you for listening till the end. Please subscribe, turn on the notifications, like, comment, and share with your friends. This will help more listeners to discover our channel and content.